In the dry grasslands and open woodlands where heat presses low against the earth, danger often announces itself before it strikes. The hiss of a snake, the sudden widening of a hood, the rigid posture that signals venom and death. For countless animals, these signals mean only one thing: retreat or die. And yet, among these warnings, there exists a master illusionist. A snake that carries no venom, no fangs capable of delivering poison, yet survives by convincing the world that it does. This is the false cobra. The name itself is a paradox. It suggests deception, imitation, something borrowed rather than earned. But in nature, survival is not about honesty. It is about effectiveness. And the false cobra has refined deception into an art form so convincing that even experienced predators hesitate. False cobras belong to a group of snakes that have evolved one of the most remarkable defensive strategies in the animal kingdom: mimicry. Through posture, sound, and movement, they replicate the behavior of true cobras, some of the most feared reptiles on Earth. When threatened, the false cobra flattens its neck, raises the front of its body, and emits a loud hiss that resonates with warning. To an untrained eye, the illusion is perfect. Evolution did not arrive at this solution by accident. Long before the false cobra existed in its current form, its ancestors were vulnerable, small, non-venomous snakes exposed to birds of prey, mammals, and larger reptiles. Venom would have been one solution, but venom is costly. It requires complex chemistry, specialized delivery systems, and constant metabolic investment. Mimicry, by contrast, is efficient. It borrows fear already established in the ecosystem. Predators learn quickly. A single encounter with a venomous cobra can be fatal. Those that survive remember the shape, the posture, the sound. When the false cobra presents the same signals, the predator's memory does the work. Fear fills the gap where venom would have been. Physically, the false cobra is built for this performance. Its neck is flexible, supported by elongated ribs that allow lateral expansion. Musculature around the head and throat is strong, enabling rapid elevation of the body's front third. The head itself is broad, triangular in appearance when displayed, enhancing the cobra illusion. Yet beneath this threatening exterior lies a harmless truth. The false cobra lacks venom glands. Its bite, while defensive, is no more dangerous than that of most non-venomous snakes. Survival depends entirely on persuasion. Habitat selection reinforces this strategy. False cobras often live in regions where true cobras or other venomous snakes are present. Mimicry only works when the model exists. In these shared landscapes, predators already associate certain shapes and behaviors with danger. The false cobra simply steps into that role. Daily life is otherwise quiet. When not threatened, the false cobra moves cautiously through grass and leaf litter, its coloration blending with soil and vegetation. It hunts small prey, rodents, lizards, amphibians, using stealth rather than speed. Without venom, it relies on constriction and firm bites to subdue its meals. Energy conservation is critical. Displays are used only when escape is impossible. Running consumes energy and attracts attention. Standing ground, appearing deadly, often ends the confrontation before it begins. As seasons shift, the false cobra's life follows rhythms older than fear itself. Breeding occurs during warmer periods, when prey is abundant and conditions favor survival. Males track females through scent, their movements deliberate and restrained. Courtship is subtle, lacking the dramatic displays reserved for predators. Eggs are laid in sheltered locations, burrows, rotting logs, loose soil, where temperature and humidity remain stable. The female's role ends once the eggs are deposited. Survival from that point forward depends on concealment and chance. Hatchlings emerge already equipped with the tools of deception. Even at small sizes, they can mimic the posture of adults, flattening their necks and hissing when threatened. Instinct guides them before experience ever does. Those that fail to convince do not survive long. Ecologically, the false cobra occupies a quiet but important position. It controls populations of small animals while serving as prey for larger species capable of seeing through the illusion. Balance is maintained not through dominance, but through integration. Human perception complicates this balance. To people, the distinction between false cobra and true cobra is rarely clear. Fear overrides curiosity. Many false cobras are killed on sight, their mimicry turning against them in a human-dominated world. Habitat destruction adds further pressure. As grasslands shrink and forests fragment, encounters increase. Roads cut through territories. Shelter disappears. A strategy built on avoidance becomes harder to maintain. And yet, the false cobra endures. It adapts to new edges, new threats, new observers. Its greatest weapon remains unchanged, the ability to convince others that it is something it is not. In the end, the false cobra reminds us that evolution does not reward honesty. It rewards success. In a world ruled by fear, the most convincing story can mean the difference between life and death.